दफा देखूं तुम्हें। ऐसे नहीं सोच सकता यार मैं लकी होऊंगा या नहीं होऊंगा। I do things just because I love to do it. I'm singing because I like to do it. How it will be perceived by the audience is not in my control. How do I control that? All the upcoming artists ask me यार कितना घंटा रियाज करना चाहिए, कितना घंटा करना चाहिए, कितना नहीं करना। So I would say कि अगर किसी भी स्किल में आपको मास्टरी चाहिए, so उसको आपको बहुत ही जुनूनियत के साथ फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। So टाइम में अगर लिमिट करोगे तो आप I don't think you'll be able to.
You know, you are a real down-to-earth humankind. How do you manage all this? I mean, where is the nakra of the celebrity? How did you manage to cut yourself away from that celebrity status and just be yourself?
I think it's my family or probably the circle that I hang out with. Also, I believe, matlab, why the air? I mean, I grew up this way, I would say. I think everybody should thank my parents. They raised me the way I am right now. So, मतलब मैंने कभी ऐसा thought नहीं किया इस बारे में कि मतलब why I'm doing it or why it's just the way it should be. I think it's my moral right. Morally अगर मैं बोलूँ तो यही सही चीज़ है कि अगर किसी ने मुझे इज्जत दी and then he comes up to meet me, I can't show him कि मतलब नहीं भाई अभी नहीं खींचा सकता. That would be unfair. तो morally भी मुझे गलत लगता है कि अगर लोग प्यार दे रहे हैं तो I should be able to receive it. दिल को करार आया, तुझ पे है प्यार आया, पहली बार आया, ओ यारा, दिल को करार आया, तुझ पे है प्यार आया, पहली बार आया, ओ यारा. Hello people, मैं हूँ यासर देसाई and you're watching me on Meenamma. जाइए इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, it's a lovely channel, बहुत ही अच्छे पॉडकास्ट है इस पे, go subscribe to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Meenamma is here. It is now time for you to bring the camera up on the Made in India series of Meet Meenamma. It is my immense pleasure to welcome a truly exceptional guest to our podcast. The Meenamma show takes a notch higher today. This is our very first episode in the Made in India series, and I invite you to the entertainment capital of India, Mumbai. Our guest is a sensational singer with a voice that resonates with the soul and a heart that exudes warmth and generosity. Please join me in giving a grand welcome to this incredibly talented person. Girls, hold on to your hearts. His name, Yasser Desai. Yasser is a name that shines brightly in the world of music. Born on November 15th in the vibrant city of Mumbai, Yasser's musical journey began at the tender age of 11. But there is so much to him, so much to discover, so much that is beyond that golden voice that you and I are half in love with. Let's now take this interview direct to the horse's mouth. With me now is the handsome Yasser Desai. Hello Yasser, how is it to be in Meenamma's studio today?
It's a pleasure. That was a lovely introduction, by the way.
Thank you so much, dear. Yasser, you started your life at the age of 11. Tell us all about little Yasser, the crossroads of his life when he decided that music will be the food of his life. I'm sure for all the fans out there who already know the whole story, listening to it again just brings back the glory and nostalgia of their own hero.
I, to be very honest, never had decided that I'd become a singer. That's the first thing for sure. Also because I come from a very like a Muslim Orthodox family. So my parents were like, यार बच्चा हमारा पढ़ाई करेगा और फिर अच्छी डिग्री लेके जॉब पे जाएगा, and then वैसा कुछ थॉट था उनके दिमाग में. And I was the black sheep of the family. I went the other way. तो मतलब I never had thought. I just loved singing, and I don't even remember who introduced me to music. It was that gradual. But I think I started singing at the age of 10, and that too because my grandmother, I remember, she loved to listen that patriotic song, "Ye mere watan ke logo." She loved listening to it.
Yes.
So I used to sing for her. It made her very emotional. So that was my first understanding of music, of what music does to people, and that's how we started. And I think I kept singing. I think for more than 12 years, I just sang without any purpose. I just did it because I love to do it, and day and night. So there's no time limit. Of course, people usually ask me, all the upcoming artists ask me, यार कितना घंटा रियाज करना चाहिए, कितना घंटा करना चाहिए, कितना घंटा. So I would say कि अगर किसी भी skill में आपको mastery चाहिए, so उसको आपको बहुत ही जुनूनियत के साथ follow करना पड़ेगा. So time में अगर limit करोगे तो आप I don't think you'll be able to make it. So you have to give it your all. And I believe I gave it my all at that very ripe age, which is why whatever happened has happened.
Yes, you come from a family. I guess you come from a family where everybody was an officer, a 9-to-5 job holder.
Yeah. Everybody in my family is like they're at good posts, of course, but they're working 9 to 5. And
Yes.
this, I think, field is the complete opposite of that. Right? It's not time bound. Right? I usually record songs late at night, and that's not the conventional way of working, which is odd for parents. Also, I understand their perspective as well now that I've grown up. So I understand that they were extra concerned. Not that they were against it, but of course, parents being parents.
Yeah, you're very well educated. You have a postgraduate degree in biotechnology. In fact, I guess your parents prepared you to get into the corporate world or be a scientist. Tell us all about how the switch from being a biotechnologist into being a musician. It's a paradigm shift, isn't it, Yasser?
It is. It's a lovely story, I would say. So in fact, to be very honest, I did my post-graduation just to buy some time. And I'll be very honest, I had no clue what I wanted to do after I did my graduation. I did my graduation in biotechnology, and I was clueless for I think 3 to 4 months. And then I decided that इससे बेहतर है कि मैं एक और बड़ी responsibility, which is a job in a corporate world, ले लूँ, and then I get busy. I'd like to buy some time. So I did masters, and of course I was interested in biology. It's an interesting topic. I love it. I think that's the place where I got my reading habit from. I like to read a lot. I think that would be the place that brought me into this habit. Yeah, so I was doing it. I bought 2 years of time from masters. Again, so towards the end of my course, in the second year, we had a festival in the college. And I was least interested in attending the lectures, to be very honest. So my friends took me to the festival, and usually there are fillers in between the main acts, right?
Yes.
There's a 5-minute place where anybody can come in on the stage and perform whatever they want to. So my friends, they forced me, they handed me a guitar, and I was like, okay bro, it's okay. I like to sing, you want to listen. And I sang, and I realized, I'm not exaggerating, but everybody was speechless, and I thought I had sung bad. So I was like, oh, I didn't sing good, maybe. And then everybody applauded, so I realized, okay, it was good. I think that was the time I realized, oh, this might be my calling. I love what I just experienced. The crowd, applause, of course, the anticipation that the artist is going to come and perform, which is all a very big high. So I think that's
wonderful. You are one of the few singers who has come into the Bollywood industry without a godfather. Everybody always had a father or an uncle or a label or, a franchisee who was holding the hand. But you are one of the few people who's self-made. And I'm really proud because, when I look back at who you are and your humble beginnings, you are ruling now. You are the king of all our hearts. How did you manage to do this without a godfather?
I would say it's destiny. If it's meant to be, nobody can steal it from me. And if it's not meant for me, I can do whatever I want. It will still not happen. I very, very, very firmly believe that it was meant to be, and there are better things to come. I think bigger music to come, better videos to come, better content to come. So I would say this is just the beginning of something very big. Inshallah, I hope so.
Tell us about Beiimaan Love. The year was 2016, and suddenly the whole of India wakes up to this golden voice. I mean, your voice has so much of love. It has pain. It has a connect of Sufism. There's Bollywood masala in it. I mean, who are you? 2016, you woke the whole country up with Beiimaan Love. Tell us about the first time you got to sing for a film.
Well, actually, the first song that I had sung, as in recorded, was Jitni Dafa. So I was very excited about Jitni Dafa. And Beiimaan Love, I think, was the 5th or 6th song that I had ever recorded in the studio, like in a proper studio. So I was, of course, excited. It's a lovely song. Sanjeev by Darshan Bhai ka gana, if I'm not wrong. And it's got a very commercial ring to it, which is why maybe it did well. But I was very, very excited. Of course, it's the first release that's going to come out. The world is going to listen to, me for the first time. So it was very exciting, and I think it went well. So. Perfect.
And when you say Jitni Dafa was your first, it brings me goosebumps because it's a song that I consider the anthem of my life. It's so beautifully done, and the music director, of course, what a brilliant guy. You've shared a very good relationship with him, and you were singing for Akshay. I mean, the king of Bollywood. How did that all happen, and how did it feel for young Yasser? Jitni Dafa.
Oh, it was great. मतलब बहुत ही कमाल का experience रहा, because from imagining yourself singing in front of a microphone to singing for say Akshay Kumar, Rajkumar Rao, John Abraham.
Yes.
It was surreal. I think it was like a dream come true. I'm still living my dream. I always say this.
You've sung more than 200 songs today, some of them have hit the charts in a very, very big way. Not just your singles, but also your film songs. What are your favorites, and what are the influences that you use to upgrade yourself as a singer? Because you're not trained, you never had a background, authentic training background, but you're there, and the way you deliver, everybody feels, the pain of a Rafi Saab or the romance of a Kishore in your voice. How does this happen for you?
I think they've been my influences while I was growing up. Because I didn't know how to do it, so I thought maybe let me just try everything. So I listened to everybody, and I listened to the nuances they put in their singing, and I learned all that. I think unconventionally sahi, but I've learned all that. Right? I've listened to 3 whole eras of fabulous singers. I've grown listening to them, and of course, all of them have had influences on me. All of them. I'd say Mohammed Rafi Sahab, Kishore Da. Udit Narayan sir, Shanuda, Abhijit Bhattacharya, Sonu Bhai, of course, the craziest, Atif Aslam, Mohit Chauhan, Arijit Singh, everybody, Papan Da, everybody has had an influence on me, of course.
Now, you've done so many projects. Yasser, if I were to ask you which is your favorite, it might have been a small project. Which is your favorite project, and where did you find yourself finding the original guy that was inside you? Which was your favorite project of all the projects you've done?
I think there's this song called Behchala in the movie Uri.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a lovely song. It's a very, very, very nice song. I love it. Also, I explored my voice a little bit because it was Shashwat ka gana. And
yes.
Shashwat, I believe, is very particular about tonality, the texture of the voice. So I think we sat there and we jammed on the song, and then we recorded it. So it was a different experience for me as a singer. Right? I was singing for Shashwat for the first time. So I had no idea कि वो कैसे record करेगा. And I think I realized I could do a little something extra there in terms of texture, which I did. And I love that song. I still love that song. It's very underrated.
Wonderful. There's a vibrato on that song. Was that called for, or did you bring it out? Did you bring the vibrato?
That was intentional.
Yes, because that is the whole essence of the song. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's Shashwat, I think, again. It's a lovely.
लोग बह जाते हैं आपके आपके उस आवाज में बह जाते हैं यार मेरे जैसे लोग fans of yours.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, after 200 songs, after so many years of being there, you're still so fresh. It's like a new voice every time you hear you. How do you manage to keep yourself so fresh and abreast?
I think I'm still unexplored. I would be very honest about it. I think I'm unexplored. I have a lot of other things to offer in terms of singing, in terms of tonality, in terms of texture, which I'd love to do. In fact, which I'm doing right now. I'm working on an album, which is like an assorted song album. It's a lovely album, 7-song album. It'll be out soon, which probably might showcase what I can do as not just as a singer, but as a composer, as a producer, as like a complete musician. So let's see. I'm hoping.
Yasser, many of the girls whom I spoke to said, ma'am, he's so good looking. Then why is he not there in any of his video albums? Why has the hunk not shown himself? You're actually absolutely one of the best looking boys around in the singing genre. So why are you not on your videos? Are you going to treat us sometime to your looks on a video?
That was exactly the plan. Because I always was a singer-songwriter, to be very honest. I loved to write. In fact, I always composed and then I wrote the songs and then I sang the songs. This is what I had practiced, right? And then I got the opportunity. I got lucky, I would say, and I'm grateful for that. I got the opportunity to become a playback singer, which is like dominantly just singing. And then somewhere I got busy with it. I like the space. It's lovely. But I wanted to do this because I've guest composed for a lot of music directors, and the songs are hits. But all that
you're a singer, you're a lyricist, you're a poet, you're an author, you are a biotechnologist.
So this album is going to do that.
Tell us more about this album because it's very interesting.
I can't. It's a surprise. I wanted to reveal. This is the first time I'm talking about it, by the way.
This is an amazing treat. So for all those who are watching you, this is something promising that Yasser is going to give us in the next few months, Yasser? When are we going to see this album?
Next 2 months.
Next 2 months. Wow. How do you manage to do so many things? There's a lot of interviews where you make the interviewer feel so comfortable. When you go for a show, you make sure that, you meet your fans. You're so palpable, Yasser. You're one of the few people, I think it was at Ranchi or some college that you went to, NIT, and one of the boys got back to me saying, ma'am, when he came to my college, he allowed me to take a picture with him and he hugged me. You are a real down-to-earth humankind. How do you manage all this? I mean, where is the nakra of the celebrity? How did you manage to cut yourself away from that celebrity status and just be yourself?
I think it's my family or probably the circle that I hang out with. They keep me grounded in a sense because वो कहावत कहती है घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर, right? So I'm like दाल बराबर at my place. That keeps me grounded. Also, I believe, मतलब why the air? I mean, I grew up this way. I would say. I think everybody should thank my parents. They raised me the way I am right now. So, मतलब मैंने कभी ऐसा thought नहीं किया इस बारे में कि मतलब why I'm doing it or why it's just the way it should be. I think it's my moral. राइट मॉरली अगर मैं बोलूँ तो यही सही चीज़ है कि अगर किसी ने मुझे इज्जत दी एंड देन ही कम्स अप टू मीट मी, आई कांट शो हिम कि मतलब नहीं भाई अभी नहीं खिंचा सकता, दैट वुड बी अनफेयर. तो मॉरली भी मुझे गलत लगता है कि अगर लोग प्यार दे रहे हैं तो आई शुड बी एबल टू रिसीव इट. और मैं रिसीव ऐसे ही कर सकता हूँ कि कोई फोटो खींच के मेरी मेमोरी बना के मेरे साथ में पोस्ट करे ये बोल के कि आई मेट दिस डूड, ही इज सच अ लवली गाय.
वाओ,
दैट इज व्हाट आई ऑलवेज हैड थॉट, और आई थिंक आई एम glad that I'm doing what I had thought. I didn't change.
God bless you, Yasser. What do you think on the current status of music in India? There are so many influences, artificial intelligence, AI is coming in, interrupting the entire thing. What is your take on the current status? You've been in the industry now for a palpable amount of time. You've actually, gone against the stream and made yourself somebody. What do you think today? How has it changed from 2016 to now?
I don't think it ever changed. I think it evolved, I would say. Changed,
Wow.
A negative undertone. It evolves. I think एक generation खत्म होता है, फिर दूसरा generation आता है. Their tastes are different. The way they perceive the world is different. So that is what they write about, and that becomes
Yes.
song. So it is only a mirror. I think movies, media, it's all a mirror. It's just showing the society what they want. If there's no demand, there'll be no supply. I think it's
Very
not
true.
fair. बीच में remakes आ रहे थे तो लोग complain कर रहे थे remakes. I understand their perspective as well, right? After a while it becomes saturated. I understand. But what I'm saying is कि लोग उसी गाना पे नाच भी तो रहे हैं. Which is why
Fresh perspective.
which is why labels are making such songs. If you stop listening to bad content, people will stop making bad content. And same goes for
Very
social
true.
media. And this has always been a bone of contention for me कि मतलब मैं हमेशा ये बात बोलता कि लोग क्रिंज वर्दी चीज़ों पे कमेंट्स और एंगेजमेंट ज़्यादा दे रहे हैं, इसीलिए क्रिंज पॉप ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है. एनकरेज करने का यही एक तरीका है कि आप अच्छे कंटेंट को क्या बोलेंगे मोटिवेट करो, एनकरेज करो और उसके ऊपर एंगेज करो. So I
Very
think
true.
the music stage
Yes,
is good. It's good. It's not bad. It's a little different. It has got a lot of more Western influences now, and which is what I'm not trying to do in my latest album again. I've tried to merge it. I've used the production styles of the West, of course, but the melody is very rooted. It's very desi. It will remind you of your favorite songs, for sure.
Very true. True. How does Yasser Desai handle of the hour before he goes into a recording studio? How do you prepare to deliver your best? Is it a spiritual journey for you? Or is there a little boy who's so excited that, there's something new happening? How do you prepare for a new song each time?
To be very honest, it varies from song to song. So, but sometimes it's just job. It's just like work. So you go in the studio because you've practiced for so long. You just deliver the song. And you're like, okay, bro, fair enough. Sometimes when you feel the song, feel the vibe of the song, you feel the vibe of the person who's recording the song, then you get into it. But I don't think I have like a spiritual ritual. I think it's more practice, I would say.
So you actually do a little bit of riyaz and check out the best option of output that you can give, is it?
About riyaz, because I'm continuously singing, so that's the riyaz that I have. So matlab, from one recording to another. So the first recording was like a warm-up, like moving on to the second one, it gets better, and so on.
You have a very intelligent fan base. You don't have the typical people who are, diehard fans because of your good looks or your songs. You have an intelligent, I've been following you for some time. So the people, whether it's Bepana Pyar, whether it's a single or a Jitni Dafa, or it's, something as beautiful as Pallo Latke, I mean, it's amazing. The range with which you come. How do you handle this? How do you choose? Do you choose, or right now you don't have a time or you don't have that inclination to choose? Do you always take everything that comes your way, or do you decide, no, this is not for me?
It depends, to be very honest. Matlab, I'm giving you the most human answer I can. I'm not trying to be either diplomatic or be like very rude. I'll be very honest. There are times where you do things just because, okay, it's easy money.
Yes.
Right. So I've done that as well.
True.
And then there was a phase where I was very serious about what I'm doing as well. Of course, it comes in phases, I'll be very honest. There's no specific...
You sung in Bengali and Gujarati also.
I've sung Bengali song, I've sung Gujarati song, I recently also dubbed the Marathi song. Also, I've dubbed the Hindi version of a Telugu song, Ni Singam Dan. I don't know if you've heard it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've sung the Hindi version for Rahman sir.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you worked with so many music directors, isn't it? And do you always find, do you see a difference in the way they dole out the music? Because you yourself are a creator, you're a composer, you're a lyricist. When you go to work with a music director, how does the music director inside you react? Do you react, keep quiet and just go and deliver and come back? Or do you get a chance to discuss a little more with your senior colleagues?
Well, I'm glad that I do get a chance to discuss. I'm glad that they consider me a good musician. So not Rahman sir though, I met him, but not Rahman sir.
Yes.
Of course, but do anything just to listen to him talking about music. मतलब I
Yes.
admire him, of course. But Sachin Jigar, Tanish Bakshi, I've always had a little opportunity there to discuss how I wanted to sound, which is very nice of them.
Yes, and you've given them very good songs too. I understand. There's a chemistry. There's a chemistry when you deliver to people who trust your opinion, isn't it?
True that, true that.
Tell us, 2019 it was very special. And 1883 came out, and The Gold, the famous movie which brought out your first award, the Zini Awards 2019. Yeah. It was exciting because the song was so full of dum. It was full of gold. Tell us the experience of how that happened and how you went and got that award for yourself. It changed your life.
It was again like a dream come true. I've always watched award shows on like TV, and now you're getting the opportunity to like go and collect one, and that too for the best male playback singer. Wow, Nawali ho gaya. So I was very excited, of course. Also, I got the stage, so
I am not able to
said what I said on purpose. Like on the stage, I said something which was like, matlab if all parents support their child's dream, they might end up winning an award just like me. So it was like telling all the parents कि यार थोड़ा सा ड्रीम को सपोर्ट करो. I understand your concern, but if आपके घर में आर्टिस्ट पैदा हुआ है तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. आपके घर में आर्टिस्ट पैदा हुआ है, is creatively blessed.
Yes.
तो आप क्यों छीन रहे हो?
Yes. Yasser, do you get distracted by the attention that you get? See, when you walk into a room, it's not just you. It's your good looks, your attitude, your education, your value system, your mom and dad's upbringing. You're a package. So people would obviously you would turn heads. How does it feel? And what is the part of you that you would like people to understand and recognize you for?
Thank you so much for all that. Those are lovely compliments. I'm glad you think of me that way. But I've never thought of myself that way. Which is the point. So I don't realize. I mean, see, I know I'm a good singer, but there are again many other good singers. So how does that change anything? I'm very grateful that I'm blessed with a voice that people love. But I think this thought keeps me grounded. It always keeps me grounded. ठीक है ना, है तो अच्छी बात है. People are loving you, fair enough.
Yes. Yasser, you're in a class of your own. I mean, you created it by yourself. And now you're going to have your own YouTube channel is what I understand. What can the fans expect to, have in your YouTube channel? How are you going to surprise all of us? Is their content going to be different? Are you going to tell stories or musical fantasies? How is it going to be for us?
It's going to be an amalgamation of, sorry, I used the wrong. It's going to be an amalgamation of everything. I think there's going to be different content which is going to cater to every age group, I would say. मतलब उस पे, of course, मैं original music तो करने ही वाला हूँ, which is the main purpose of that YouTube channel. उसके अलावा podcast भी है, और short format of content भी है.
So now you're getting into independent music. You've already done solos, independent music, as well as Bollywood music. How are they different? And I somehow feel the independent music is catching up and doing pretty good. What is your take on this?
I think the next 5 years is it's going to be dominated by independent music. That's for sure. That's what I believe. That's my opinion. I might be wrong, but that's what I believe. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि independent, because अब you look at the trend. इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक को लेबल्स अपनी मूवी में ले रहे हैं, राइट? दैट चेंजेस द सिनेरियो. तो ये होने लगा है, एंड इट्स आल्सो गोइंग टू बिकम मोर कॉमन इन द नेक्स्ट फ्यू इयर्स. तो आई थिंक इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक का अगला 5 साल है, आना चाहिए इंडिपेंडेंट. बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं.
And with digital explosion, with music coming so much closer to our face, I think every newcomer has a chance to show his talent. What do you think? Does luck play a very important part in getting a career as a musician?
Of course it does. I mean, it plays a very major role in anything in life, I would say. कि मतलब अगर लकी हो तो of course बहुत सारी चीजें आपके लिए easy हो जाती है. But मतलब it's not my, मतलब मैं ऐसे नहीं सोच सकता यार मैं लकी होऊंगा या नहीं होऊंगा. That's not how I would think. I do things just because I love to do it. I'm singing because I like to do it. How it will be perceived by the audience is not in my control. How do I control that? It's not. I just have to deliver good content and they like it automatically. That's how it works. Of course, luck plays a major role, but I'm not thinking about कि अच्छा यार मैं करूँ और lucky ना हूँ तो क्या? Is not what I would think.
Very true, very, very true. You are also a football player. You're a musician. You are a, avid reader. Which is the, what are all your hobbies apart from music?
The ones you mentioned, I think all that.
Anything that I've not mentioned,
like
because you seem to be so perfect.
Novels. I like to read research articles. It might sound, but yeah, I like to read them.
Now, for somebody who is trying to become a musician, a singer, what do you think should be the qualities of that person? It's a rat race. There are thousands of talented people. So how do you shine? What are the qualities that you have to imbibe from Yasser?
Hard work, resilience, determination, belief is the core of it. You have to believe that you're good. I think I heard Shah Rukh Khan say this, I wake up every day believing I'm the best. Of course you have to, right?
Yes. You worked with some top actors, they have chosen to use your voice, and you've actually delivered so beautifully that sometimes films didn't do well, but your songs, they hit the charts, isn't it? Is there any specific actor that you would like to sing for in the days to come?
Shah Rukh Khan, for sure.
The king. Yes, of course, if Shah Rukh ji is listening. Shah Rukh ji, this is the romantic voice you're missing for so many years. So do look at Yasser, and I'm sure that's going to turn the table for lots of people. Any special female singer that you like? You've heard so many voices, you've sung with all the best singers. Who's your favorite female singer? I know the girls are going to murder me if you don't mention their name, but we can be truthful.
I like Jyotika Tangri's voice a lot. I like her.
Yes.
She's lovely. Very nice.
Yes. She's got a Western vibe.
Yeah,
yes, Western vibe.
She's classically trained. I think she does very, very well in Indian classical as well.
Yes. And what about stage shows, Yasser? You do a lot of wonderful, I remember the 2 hours non-stop you performed for the NIT, and the kids were so excited. You didn't stop. Time was over, and you were still high on energy. They were freaking out. Do you find excitement in a live show? Would you like to do more live shows, or the recording studio excites you more?
Nah, I think live show is what an artist lives for, I believe. मतलब कोई जब ख्वाब देखता है एज अ म्यूजिशियन तो वो ये ख्वाब नहीं देखता कि मतलब मैं स्टूडियो में माइक्रोफोन के सामने गा रहा हूँ. इट्स ऑलवेज द ड्रीम ऑलवेज हैज बीन के सामने बहुत सारा ऑडियंस है एंड ही इज परफॉर्मिंग विद द गिटार, राइट? दैट्स द ड्रीम ऑफ एन आर्टिस्ट. वो ऑफ कोर्स लाइव शो इज समथिंग डिफरेंट. इट्स मैजिकल. इट्स क्रेजी. आई लव डूइंग लाइव शोज ऑल्दो आई हेट ट्रैवलिंग. दैट्स वन थिंग. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ प्रशांत भाई को कि प्लीज एक एनीवे डोर बना लो, डोरेमोन वाला. घर से उठाओ, स्टेज पे पटको, स्टेज से उठाओ और घर पे पटक दो मुझे.
टाइम मशीन बनाओ मेरे लिए.
हाँ, ट्रैवलिंग मत कराओ मुझे. I don't like traveling.
It's time for me to thank my dear friend Prashant Oberoi of Gen X. He has managed you so beautifully, and he has always given you, he presented you so beautifully to all of us event managers, that you are a name that we respect. And a good manager for an artist is crucial. What about the younger generations? Many people do not have managers. They try to sell their own products themselves. How would you pitch them to take up a good manager? Because I think someone who speaks up for you, someone who's your mirror, is very important, isn't it?
True that. But I think someone who's just starting off will have to feel the whole industry first. Of course, that's how you learn. मतलब मुझे पता है जब मैं पहली बार आया था, I had no clue about how anybody works. I had no clue. I just knew how to sing, and that's how you learn it. So they'll learn, I'm sure. लेकिन having a good manager, having said that, having a good manager is very, 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 very crucial. क्योंकि रिक रूबिन करके एक प्रोड्यूसर है, he's a music producer, English गाने प्रोड्यूस किए. हालांकि he's not a producer, he can't play any instrument, but he's always got that one advice for that artist जिससे वो गाना हिट हो सकता है. कमर्शियल एडवाइस हो सकती है, कुछ भी. He once said कि an artist is only as good as its management, as his
yes.
ठीक है. जितना अच्छा उसका मैनेजमेंट होगा उतना अच्छा आर्टिस्ट पोर्ट्रे किया जाएगा एंड द मोर वर्क ही विल हैव, दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स, ठीक है। तो आई थिंक इट्स वेरी क्रूशियल बट दे विल गेट देयर, इट्स अ प्रोसेस। मतलब आप डे 1 पे आके कोई आर्टिस्ट ये क्लेम नहीं कर सकता कि हेलो आई एम आउट हियर नाउ मैनेज मी, दैट्स नॉट हाउ इट वर्क्स। Because I'm saying this because this generation, I'm not pulling them down. They're very creative, highly creative, more advanced than the previous generation, of course. This is the social media generation. So they need to have some patience. क्योंकि ये एक मिनट के रील देखने वाले, right? इनका मन भर जाता है 1 मिनट की रील देख के। We've grown up in an era जहाँ 3-3 घंटे की पिक्चर देख रहे हैं, म्यूजिक पीसेस बज रहे हैं, दिल वाले दुल्हनिया के लंबे लंबे, right? तो मुझे लगता है थोड़ी सी impatient है, इसलिए इनको हर चीज जल्दी चाहिए, फेम भी जल्दी चाहिए, पैसा भी जल्दी चाहिए। आई थिंक एवरीथिंग हैज इट्स ओन टाइम, इट विल टेक एट द राइट टाइम। सो ऑल दैट management is crucial, but if you're starting off, you just pitch your own songs, of course.
Yes. So do you think that a newcomer should have their own channel and their own music first for them to show their cuts to the music directors? Is it always good for you to have your repertoire before you go and sell yourself? Or do you wait for someone to listen to you? So, I mean, how does a person make the first move in getting into the industry?
See, whoever wants work must make the first move. So the music directors who are making music get hundreds of DMs. I'm sure, I'm 100% sure, right? So you have to keep moving, you have to find contacts. If not that, you are like, can't reach all that. Social media is like an open world, right? I think recently एक गाना बहुत वायरल हुआ है, I think कैसे तू मुस्कुराए गुनगुनाए छोटी बड़ी बातों में फुलाए। It's a nice song, it's a catchy song, it's like for very cutesy lyrics. He made a nice video out of it, right? The girl sitting behind him, it's very catchy. It worked. They made a video out of it, like a professional, proper music video. So it might be in either ways. जिस approach से आपको काम करना है, आप उस approach से आगे बढ़ो और do things like as they come. इतना ज़्यादा सोचने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. अपना content बाहर डालो. Let the audience decide how they like it or they don't like it.
Yasser, it's time for Meenamma to corner you on some of the most beautiful melodies that you've created for the entire nation. In fact, globally, I think, apart from Jitni Dafa, the song Tum Chale Gaye, the pathos, the pain, the depth with which you've sung that song, you almost are the king of the broken hearts. I would love to listen in your voice this song, and for all the fans out there, especially for music director Sricharan Pakala, who loves this song. He's a Telugu musician. This is for you, sir.
जितनी दफा देखूं तुम्हें धड़के जोरों से, ऐसा तो कभी होता नहीं के गैरों से दूर जाना नहीं। तुमको है कसम खुद से ज़्यादा तुम्हें चाहते हैं सनम। तेरे बिना तुम चले गए, कुछ बोला भी नहीं, पाँव से मेरे फिसली है ये ज़मीं, सांसें भी थक चुकी है, वो आएंगे नहीं, शायद बिना तुम्हारे जी पाऊंगा नहीं। तेरे बिना, तेरे बिना, तेरे बिना, तेरे बिना। Which?
Deewana Pyar. I
Thank you so-
love it.
Thank you so much.
Bi- Peeche, you had a mixtape with Shilpa, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. It was a mixtape version of the Dil Hai Ki Manta Nahi and one more song from
Yeah.
Aashiki.
Nazar ke samne.
I think that
Very fast.
Nazar Ke Samne,
That was-
and it's become like an anthem. You know, people listen to it. Let us listen to you now.
Oh, it's a lovely song. दिल तो ये चाहे हर पल तुम्हें हम बस यूं ही देखा करे मर के भी हम ना तुमसे जुदा हो आओ कुछ ऐसा करे मुझ में समा जा आ पास आ जा हमदम मेरे हम नशी ओ दिल है के मानता नहीं दिल है के मानता नहीं
Kya baat. Beautiful, beautiful. There's another song, Dil Ko Karaar Aaya.
Oh,
Kya
yeah.
gana tha yaar.
It's my-
What a song,
my
what a
favorite.
song.
दुआ भी लगे ना मुझे दवा भी लगे ना मुझे जब से दिल को मेरे तू लगा है नींद रातों की मेरी चाह बातों की मेरी चैन को भी मेरे तूने यूं ठगा है जब सांसें भरूं मैं बंद आंखें करूं मैं नजर तू यार आया दिल को करार आया तुझ पे है प्यार आया पहली पहली बार आया ओ यारा ओ दिल को करार आया तुझ पे है प्यार आया पहली पहली बार आया ओ यारा
Wow, wow. Your solo Mukammal. I think that song haunts us forever and ever. What a
Mukammal.
song that was. Yes, I love that song. It's so strange. Many people have not heard the song as much, but you know the depth with which you sang the song. It was a solo, isn't it? You excelled absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yasser, for all the fans of Yasser Desai who are watching, Yasser is a typical Mumbaikar. He's a Mumbai boy. He's born and brought up here. What is the most favorite thing you like about Mumbai? Because this topic will also be made in India, Mumbai. So tell me about the Mumbai boy and what do you like about the city?
Everything about it. Everything. There's nothing in that. मतलब ठीक है. I'm biased. बहुत सारी चीजें हैं यहाँ पे. Traffic बहुत ज़्यादा है और water logging का भी issue काफी है because it's monsoon. But I'm going to be biased. मतलब Mumbai is love. I can be anywhere around the world and I'll miss this city for sure. I can't stay anywhere outside like for more than a week.
Yes. Bombay has a personality, isn't it?
course
And for
it
all
does.
those from Bombay who are watching, put your hands up for yourselves. What a lovely city to have a great industry where our boys, girls, our brothers and sisters can walk the path, make the music, give us the dreams, give us the the Bollywood Badshah feeling, and make our lives so beautiful. Thank you, Yasser, for being with us. You are singer, lyricist, poet, author, and not just that. You're a very wonderful wonderful, palpable boy next door. I'm so happy that, Meenamma got a chance to talk to you. How do you feel today? It was a very informal talk. How did you like to be on the Meenamma show?
I've always wanted to do a podcast, to be very honest, and but this was a great one. I had a great time talking to you. Uh, I forgot I'm being recorded. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yes.
I had a good time. Lovely. It was lovely.
Thank you so much. And do tell your fans to subscribe to me. You have a fabulous fan base. I would love for people to come and watch this episode because, a lot of water has flown under the bridge called Yasser Desai. Many people know you by your songs, your good looks, etc. But very few people know the story. And today I think I've been able to glean a little more about that boy. Who you are, what you take to the table and why you do what you do. The Blue Tick and Meenamma are really happy and proud to have you as our first guest in Made in India. And for all those who are watching us, thank you so much for being here.
Hello people, मैं हूँ यासर देसाई and you're watching me on Meet Minama. जाइए इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. It's a lovely channel. बहुत ही अच्छे पॉडकास्ट है इसमें. वो सब्सक्राइब